In this example, we're trying to find the cosine of 45 plus 60 degrees exactly. So it's cosine with two angles added. So we have to look at our formula sheet. Let me look at our formula sheet. Here it is. Here's our formula sheet that I gave you, trigonometric identities. And it's got the formulas here for sines and cosines added. So they are located right here. Here's cosine of two angles added. Notice that the opposite sign for cosine, meaning plus minus, is listed as minus plus, which means you should reverse the sign. If you start with plus, it becomes minus. If you start with minus, it becomes plus. That's what that kind of notation means in a math or science course. So cosine of two angles added or subtracted is cosine, cosine, sine, sine, opposite sign in the middle. Okay, so let's follow that yellow brick road. Come back here. And so this is going to be, let me just write it out. Cosine of x plus y is cosine, cosine, sine, sine, and you just go x, y, x, y. You keep the same order, right? X first, then y. X first, then y. X first, then y. You don't change that order. But then in the middle, sine in the middle is plus, sine in the middle is minus, opposite. So for the cosine formula, it's the opposite sign in the middle. I had a buddy that used to memorize it that way back when I was in junior college taking these classes, and he said cosine is not your friend. He does the opposite sign in the middle, whereas sine keeps the same sign in the middle. All right, on we go with the problem. So x is 45 degrees and y is 60, so this becomes cosine of 45, cosine of 60 minus sine 45, sine 60. So 45, 60, 45, 60. All right, now how do we get all these different angles? We go look them up on the unit circle. So the cosine of 45 degrees, first off, go to the unit circle right here. Let me get rid of these other ones. So cosine of 45 degrees, right there. Cosine, sine, right? They're both root 2 over 2. Go back here and go, okay. Root 2 over 2 times cosine of 60. Oh, here I'll do sine of 45 is also root 2 over 2. And now I got to do cosine of 60 and sine of 60. Let's go to 60 degrees right here. Cosine's a half, sine's root 3 over 2. Cosine's a half, sine is root 3 over 2. Okay, so now how do we work out this problem? You just go straight, top and bottom. Root 2 times 1 is just root 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Oh, and the minus sign in the middle, I forgot. Minus. And then go straight. Root 2 times root 3 is root 6. They just multiply, and the answer, the 2 and 3, makes 6 and stays in a root. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So these have a common denominator, so you can just put them together. Root 2 minus root 6 all over 4. There it is. That's the exact answer. That's the exact answer. So they don't want a decimal, they want an exact answer, and that's the way it'll be on the next exam. You'll need to do that by hand without a calculator and just get an exact answer using the unit circle.